Hello everyone, my name's Hayley and welcome back to Yes Let's. So today we're going to be doing some creating. I'm going to teach you how to make your very own animal puppet from things you have in your house. So step one, we need to gather our materials. What you're going to need for this is 2 toilet rolls, some paint brushes, some coloured paints, 2 coloured pieces of A4 paper, some Cellotape, 4 lolly sticks. Now if you don't have lolly sticks, you can go into your garden and get 2 normal sticks. They'll work exactly the same. You also need some scissors, some glue and some string. So the first thing we need to do is paint our toilet roll tubes. So I've chosen blue and purple. It's really simple and it doesn't take too long. All you need to do is pick whichever colour you like and paint the outside of your toilet roll like so. And do exactly the same with the second toilet roll. Once you've painted both your toilet rolls, you need to set them aside to dry. Don't worry if you don't have any paint, because felt tips work just as well. So if you've got a nice pack of felt tips, you could also do that to your toilet roll, and then you don't have to wait for it to dry. Okay, step 2 while you wait for your paint to dry is to construct the neck and the legs for your giraffe puppet. As you can see on the one I made earlier, in the words of Blue Peter, you need to get 2 different colours of A4 paper. I've chosen a blue and a pink. What you need to do is cut these into strips, and you're going to need 7 strips, and in a minute I'll explain why. So you might need some help with the scissors, but that's absolutely fine. You just need to cut all the way along. They don't have to be perfect. You just need 7 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 more strip makes 7. And what you need to do with your last strip, with number 7, is cut it in half, like that, so you've got some shorter strips. We're going to set those aside for later on. So to make your legs, you need 1 of each colour. What you need to do is get your glue, put a dab of glue on the end, and stick your strips to each other like so. 1 going that way, 1 going that way. Then to make the legs, what you do is you fold the paper over itself, 1 colour over another, like that, changing the way that you go each time until you get to the end of the paper. This bit takes a little while. Once you get to the end, you put another dab of glue on the top bit, and you fold over like so. Any extra paper that you've got left, just cut off there so it's nice and neat. And once you open it, you should have something that looks a little bit like that. Now, you need to repeat that with all 6 of your strips. Phew, that took a long time. When you're finished, you should have 6 that look something like this. Now, 4 of those are going to be for the legs, but with 2 of them, what you need to do is stick them together so that you end up with one longer bit, which is going to make your neck. So, stick them together. You might need to hold them a little while until the glue dries. You'll have one longer bit ready to set aside to make the neck. Okay, step 3, once your paint is dry, is to start constructing the body. So it will end up looking a little something like this. What you need to do is choose which colour toilet roll you're going to use. I've chosen the blue one. And first thing is stick on the legs. So a little bit of glue on the front. Really simple. One leg on there. Might need to hold it until it dries. And then another leg on the other side. Now what I found easiest to do is secure it again with a little bit of tape, just in case your glue is not very strong. So you just need a little bit of sellotape and you can stick that on. Another little bit for the other leg. Open up the fold like that and stick on the tape. Fold it under. Because it's clear, you won't be able to see the tape and it will just secure your legs. So exactly the same with the other 2 legs. And there you have the body of your giraffe puppet. You then take the 2 pieces of coloured paper that you cut in half and set aside earlier, because you need to make the ears for the top part of your giraffe. Now, if you don't have any coloured paper, what you could do is just use plain white paper, and again with your felt tips or with your paint you can colour it into 2 different colours, or you can use the same coloured paper. Doesn't matter, whatever you have. So really simple, just like the legs, but because we cut them in half, they're going to be a bit shorter. So 2 little ears. What you'll notice on this one is that as well as his springy ears, he has 2 little ears like that just underneath it. The way you can do that is get a bit of the spare A4 that you cut earlier, fold it in half, and very carefully with your scissors cut out a leaf shape. Let's go round and back like that, and because you folded it over, you've got your 2 ear bits. They'll be exactly the same size. You then need to get your second toilet roll tube, so for me that's the purple one, and start sticking on the ears. So I would do the leaf shaped ones first. They go either side, just near the back. So again, a little bit of glue, one, a little bit of glue on the other side, so we look a little bit like that. The two springy ones just go above that, so they're slightly overlapping the corner. So again, a bit more glue, stick one on, and again what I do with this is just tape to secure the ear so it doesn't come off. Second one, again a little bit of glue, tape to secure the ear, and there you have the top part of your giraffe. Next thing you need to do is add some eyes to your giraffe. So for the eyes on my giraffe, I've used googly eyes, just like that, and you just stick those on, really simple. If you don't have googly eyes, please don't worry, because I'm going to show you a little trick that you can do to make some eyes. So with a white piece of paper or a white piece of card, all you need to do is cut out two little circles, and don't worry, you can get them the same size once you've cut them out. Again, if you need help with the bits with the scissors, you're going to have to ask somebody at home to help you. So two little white circles, take a black felt tip, draw a black circle in the middle of your white circles, and there we have two eyes, exactly the same. So googly eyes work really well. If you don't have any of those, you can make your own. They just need to get stuck on. Again, with the googly eyes, you just need to make sure they're stuck on just before the ear. You need to press them down quite hard so they stick well. So there we are, that's the head of the giraffe finished. What you need to do next is put the body and the head together. So we made that extra long neck bit, didn't we, out of two bits of our A4. All you do, a bit of glue on there, on the front of your body bit, press that down, and again secure with some tape to make sure it doesn't come loose. And then top part, bit of glue on there, and you just again stick on the head, secure with some tape, and your giraffe is nearly complete. It should now be looking a little something like this. Okay, we're nearly done now. We've just got the final step to go, which is putting on the string and the lolly sticks so that you're able to move and control your puppet when you're using it. Now this step is probably the trickiest, so again, if you need somebody to help you, you need to ask someone at home. What you need to do is get your lolly sticks or the sticks that you've collected from the garden and stick them together with some tape in a cross shape. So just secure them in the middle and make sure they're in a cross shape. Other two sticks, exactly the same. They should look a bit like that. So you then need to take your string. You need two pieces of string the same length to attach to the body. So cut your one piece of string and then get another piece of string that's exactly the same length, which you're going to use for your body. Take your giraffe, and again, this is the bit that you might need help with. So very carefully with your scissors, you need to put a little hole in the back of the giraffe. Just like that, with the sharp end of your scissors, a little hole, twist it around a bit, and then a second hole, so the back of your giraffe ends up with two little holes in like that. What you then need to do is take your first piece of string, thread that through the hole, and then pull it out of the toilet roll a little bit and put a double knot into the string. Pull it back through your toilet roll so the knot stops it from coming back out, and again I would just secure it inside with some tape just in case. Do exactly the same for your second bit of string into the back of the giraffe, thread it through, pull it out the front of your giraffe and do exactly the same, a double knot in your string, pull it tight and secure on the inside with some tape. So you end up with two strings attached to your giraffe's back. Then you need to get one set of cross lolly sticks, the first string, and put it diagonally across and then back, and just tie it round itself a couple of times until it is secured onto your sticks. The reason we put it across the middle is because then it also strengthens the lolly sticks. So that's the back bit. Then get your second string and on exactly the same piece, go back across the other diagonal and again tighten it up. And what you can do then as well is with the two ends of string that are on the lolly stick, just tie those bits together, again giving extra strength. And then you'll have a handle from which to control the back of your giraffe. Final thing we need to do is add the string to the giraffe's head so that can be controlled. So for this bit you just need a slightly shorter string. Because his neck is already so long, you just need a shorter piece of string. Again, very, very carefully with your scissors, just in between his ears here, you need to put a little hole. Just one hole in the top of his head, right there. And then same thing, thread the string through, pull it out the back of the giraffe's head, tie a knot in it, pull it tight, secure inside with a little bit of tape, and there we have it, the string on the head. Final bit, get your second lolly stick cross, again string goes diagonally over the lolly sticks, tie that on nice and tight. You can wind it around a few times if you like, because that just adds strength. Make sure you tie it in a double knot, little something like that, and we have our finished product. So his head is controlled with the top string and the body is controlled with the two longer strings. If you find that your strings on the back are a bit too long, you can wrap them around your fingers like so when you're using your puppet, and that will give you a little bit more control. So then your puppet is done. If you make more than one puppet like I have, you could perhaps do a puppet show with them. Really simple, doesn't take too long, and you have two really interesting puppets. Join me again on Yes Let's when I'll be showing you how to make sock puppets that again you can use in performance.